is the shining light that we bear. We're the only ones to make her brighter, the only ones to make her better, the only ones to make Anambra.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch congratulations on the newborn. Ladies and gentlemen, announcing the arrival of the best governor in Nigeria, the willingly working willing, Obiano, and Obiano Global, to this great occasion. Ladies and gentlemen, His Excellency the Governor of Anambra State is coming to the state box. Our Governor's state box, having inspected all the local governments and their products. Ladies and gentlemen,
teaching is very unique and symbolic because His Excellency will use the occasion to officially flag off the 2019 agro inputs disbursement to farmers and cooperative societies, as well as launch some key programs and activities the ministry will be promoting in 2019 and a couple of years to come. The programs slated for His Excellency's blessing today are: we will launch the agriculture program, our improved export promotion program. He will launch the establishment of our farmers' shop, and he will launch the smart soldier scheme which the ministry is setting up. He will launch the cluster farm development scheme and the youth in agriculture program. The theme of this year's farming season, farm cluster development, with vehicle for sustainable agriculture, is very apt and in line with the genuine commitment of His Excellency to boost agriculture and take Anambra State to the next level through this initiative. Cluster farming development is a concept that is targeted at bringing youth farmers and cooperative groups under a well-planned farming system that will provide financing through the state and Central Bank of Nigeria assisted microborrowers program, backed up by a guarantee of takers agreement. Under the cluster farming system, communities will approach to donate lands under defined and agreed terms through our land preservation scheme. Such lands will be parcellated and allocated to farmers in the cluster. Each farmer will get at least 1 hectare. The ministry will collaborate with ASBA and the Ministry of Youth Empowerment and Economy and Creative Economy to drive this program. In 2019, adequate plan is being put in place to upscale honey production as part of our efforts towards diversification of agricultural programs. Production and marketing of Anambra organic honey will feature prominently as an additional means of empowering our youth. Export of agro-produce continues to be top on our agenda, with the state making its mark through development of specialized vegetable export farms and collaboration with key private sector off-takers, the likes of Graphil, Tiger Food, Kisno Agro Foods, and most recently, a Germany-based company, Better Eco, seeking to export pulverized and dehydrated foods to Germany. The major policy choice of the ministry in the 2019 year will anchor under a value addition and handling of agriculture as a business. In this regard, the ministry is seeking to establish Anambra Farmers Shop with its hub in Oka and branches in key metropolitan cities in the states. This shop will be major outlets for Anambra organic produce and will be a private partnership venture between the state and interested investors. The shop will deliver fresh quality assured organic agro produce packaged under strict hygienic environments. The shop will offer a one-stop shopping for fresh and processed agro produce. This is expected to be a source of IGR to the state. The state participation in the IFAD Assisted Value Chain Development Program has continued to be of benefit to the state. This program recently trains some youth in using handheld devices to forecast weather conditions, especially in the rural areas. These youth Christian smart weather soldiers will be launched today. Weather information gathered by them, disseminated through WhatsApp, will greatly assist farmers to know when to spray chemicals and to dry their produce. This will reduce losses due to adverse weather. Another set of 20 youths are also trained under the IFAD program at African Rice Center in IIT Obiano and Rumudike Research Institute on a train-the-trainer basis on the production of certified rice seeds and cassava cuttings. This initiative will impact positively on the use of quality seeds and create jobs for the youth. Your Excellency, it may interest you, sir, to know that these youth are already earning lots of money from this initiative. This program was started in 2018 and a total of 41 schools have keyed into this program and developed farms within their school lands. The schools are keenly supervised by the Essential Services Department of the Ministry of Agriculture. I'm happy to inform you, sir, that the ministry, in collaboration with NAMA and SEMA, has started distributing inputs to victims of the 2018 flood, which adversely affected our production targets and displaced our farmers in the riverine areas. Your Excellency, your commitment to agriculture has continued to earn the state recognition at federal levels. I'm happy to inform you, sir, in our midst today is the mission of the African Development Bank, AFDB, and Project Coordinating Unit of the Federal Ministry of Agriculture. They are here to assess the feasibility of the proposed Rural Access and Agricultural Marketing Project, RAM. This project is an AFDB-sponsored project seeking to construct 500 kilometers of rural feeder roads for easy evacuation of agro-produce from the rural areas. It is worthy of note, sir, that Anambra is one of the 18 states selected for this project. Your Excellency has made a commitment of initial 100 million as part of our commitment to this project. I wish to use this occasion of our farming season month to inform our small-scale farmers and cooperative groups that the Ministry of Agriculture has in stock various types of fertilizers and agrochemicals, seeds, seedlings for distribution at subsidized rates. His Excellency will today, in his usual friendly and benevolent assistance to farmers, hand out some of these inputs and some agro machinery to beneficiary farmers.
Welcome you to this annual event, marking the official flag off of 2019 farming season. We see this opportunity to also welcome on board in a special way the new Commissioner for Agriculture, Mechanization, Processing and Export, Mr. Anambra of Anambra State. Before you, His Excellency, is a team of newly inaugurated expo of AFAN led by my own self, Honorable Joseph Madu. It is our intention that this expo will improve on where the last expo stopped, cooperates and partner closely with the Ministry of Agriculture to ensure the smooth delivery of state's agricultural policy. May we seize this opportunity to appreciate you, sir, for making agriculture #1 pillar that drives the government policy and for many giant strides the state has taken to ensure food security in the state. We appreciate your special interest in development agriculture in the state. We also commend you for your efforts in attracting heavy direct investment into the state agricultural sector, like the Coscaris Farm Anambra, the Joseph Agro, which has taken over former Lower Anambra irrigation projects, Excel Farms, to mention a few, which has in no small measure increased productivity, created jobs, and brought cash into the states by way of direct investment, which also they are off-takers to thousands of small-scale farmers in the state. Equally, for your efforts on the small-scale holders fronts, provision of high-yielding seeds and inputs, procurement of tractors, payment of counterpart cash contributions to co-funded projects like Adama 3, additional financing, a funded value chain development program, WAP, Sasakawa, and a rapid response to flood victims by way of providing relief items. It is of interest to note, sir, that your intervention during the past harvest season to ensure that all rice produced in the state were bought off at good prices. That has instilled in the Anambra a desire for local rice, which invariably has motivated the rice farmers to produce more now with full knowledge that their produce will still sell. The same motivation goes to the vegetable farmers whose products have found market outside Nigeria, all due to their special intervention.
Put your hands together for him. Farmer, no nation,
Let me stand on the protocol levelly established earlier. We are today here to launch the 2019 farming season. We are also here to cast a long look at the last farming season and see how far we have come on our quest for self-sufficiency in food production and export. Ladies and gentlemen, when we flagged off the 2018 farming season, we did it with a lot of enthusiasm and belief that we were charting the right course for the Anambra. But we also flagged the last farming season off with a strong faith in God, who gives the increase. It was in view of that we launched the 2018 farming season under the theme Developing Modern Agriculture through Cluster Farming and Sustainability. Now we see to consolidate on the achievements of the last season under the theme Cluster Development, a vehicle for sustainable agriculture. This theme was chosen in view of the widely accepted belief that the development of cluster farms is one of the most sustainable ways to practice agriculture. When farms that share a common focus area come together in clusters, it becomes easier to share many things together. Cluster farms can easily share group marketing, access to finance, and advantages of economies of scale. This will lead to the emergence of farm hubs. A review of the last farming season, the outgoing farming season has a particularly difficult one for Ndi Olubo, Anambra State. Almost the entire agricultural belt of the state was totally submerged in the heavy flooding that swept across the coastal areas, swallowing houses and farmlands and rendering many people homeless. The scale of the havoc wreaked by the flood was so much that it forced the Vice President of Nigeria, Professor Obiano, to physically visit and sympathize with the displaced people in the affected areas. We remain grateful to Mr. President for identifying with Anambra State in the hour of need and sending the Vice President Obiano to evaluate the damage done to the affected areas. The outgone season also witnessed clashes between the herdsmen and farmers. Although Anambra was not one of the major flashpoints of the lingering conflict, the shadow of violence and death unleashed by these clashes had a demoralizing effect on farmers nationwide. All these had severe impacts on farming during the season under review and drastically affected the realization of the projected production output of the season. On the positive side, I am delighted to announce that in spite of the obvious challenges in the last farming season, we recorded some heartwarming performances. The performance indicators are all impressive. For instance, the record shows that rice production in our dear state has been on steady increase, rising from 8,000 metric tons in 2014 when I was sworn in to 440,000 metric tons in 2018. Our projection for this planting season is to produce 475,547 metric tons of rice. We can easily achieve this with both the commercial farmers like Oscaris, Joseph Farms, Wisdom Farms, and many more that are into rice production, and the 7,850 members of the rice cooperative all across the state. Similarly, cassava production rose from 15,324 metric tons when I stepped into office to 1,236,406 metric tons in 2018. Now we are projecting a cassava output of 60,682 metric tons in 2019. Maize production stood at 22,000 metric tons last season, and we are projecting an output of 63,255 metric tons of maize for this season. The same thing applies to vegetables, where we projected 96,480 metric tons last season, but this season we are projecting 321,600 metric tons. Our projection for this yam, this year is 86,600 metric tons. All these are clear indications that our vision to place agriculture as #1 priority is yielding very big dividend. What we shall do in the next farming season in Anambra, to flag off this farming season, we shall do a few important things today. Firstly, we shall distribute inputs to small-scale farmers. Next, we shall launch the Anambra Farmers Shop initiative and flag off the agriculture of honeybee farming program. And then finally, we shall launch the Smart Weather Soldiers initiative, as well as the Youth in Agriculture program. We're also reintroducing the school farm program into primary and secondary schools to inculcate agricultural skills early in our children. The produce from the school farm initiative shall be shared between the students, the teachers, and the remainder reinvested in more seeds. In Anambra, we have a lot to look forward to this year. The smallholder farmers, who constitute about 70% of the farming population, will enjoy the robust support of many administration this year. Our partnership with donor agencies has led to the building of irrigation projects in the major rice plain areas like Ayamelum, Obaru, Orumba, North and South, Ihiala. Again, rising from the heavy flooding we experienced last year, we are better prepared for such eventualities this year. Although we have been assured that rainfall will be slightly below its normal range this year, we should not take chances with nature. We are in partnership with NEMA and SEMA for the effective distribution of weather monitoring devices to the 7 local government areas that were devastated by flood last year. In Anambra, we have concluded plans to secure the 1.5 billion accelerated agriculture development scheme loan, which the Central Bank of Nigeria gives to donor borrowers, anchor borrowers. The loan will be used in the development of cluster farms and strategic land reservation scheme that I launched in 2018. Under this program, land will be allocated to our youths and inputs disbursed for them to farm and earn income. To kickstart this initiative, I have approved the sum of 300 million for the disbursement to small farmers only. The funds are warehoused with the Anambra State Small Business Agency, ASBA. It is my hope that this initiative will stimulate more activities in the export window of the Ministry of Agriculture. Indeed, our export program is going very well. Our collaboration with off-takers like Graphil, who has developed a huge window in the US market for yams, vegetables, snails. Anambra is exemplary in this regard. Other highly reputable Anambra brands like Tiger Foods and Kingsno Agro Foods are also making inroads in the West African market. We're also finalizing discussions with some off-takers that will export dried fruits to Germany. In Anambra, this administration will continue to integrate the youth in every meaningful economic program that will give them a competitive edge in the marketplace. As a result of this, the Ministry of Agriculture, in collaboration with the Ministry of Youth Empowerment and Creative Economy, will launch a robust program called Youth in Agriculture to create awareness for youth to be integrated into agricultural development programs. We have also established the Fisheries and Aquaculture Business Development Agency, (FABDA), to properly organize and stimulate commercial fish farming in Anambra State. This agency has set its target on producing 250,000 kilograms of fish per month. This will make fish more available at dining tables. The agency also plans to set up fish business villages in 3 senatorial zones of the state. This will create many jobs across the state and take more youths off the streets. To stay ahead of our closest rivals, we should take training and exposure to the best practices seriously this year. We shall create opportunities for our farmers and agricultural officers to learn some of the best-in-class agricultural practices that are leading to greater yield and a happier society in other parts of the world. In Anambra, after 5 years of intense focus in agriculture, we have seen the rise of Anambra rice, the big mechanized farms in Anambra, north and south, the rise of the agricultural export trade, and the boom in agricultural business in the state. We have seen enough reason for everybody to get involved in agriculture. Join the moving train. It is on this note that I flag off this year's farming season, which will include the following. Today, number one, we'll be doing flagging off of input disbursement, commissioning of Anambra Agriculture Program, launching of Anambra Improved Export Promotion, launching of Anambra Farmers Shop, commissioning of Smart Weather Soldiers, launching of Anambra Cluster Farmland Reservation Scheme. Thank you very much. God bless Anambra State. God bless Nigeria. Thank you. Part of the items to be given out today will be rice treasures. We'll be giving out about 60 pieces, and since 2014, we're giving out about 974 rice treasures. These treasures ensure that rice from Anambra will not have stones too. They also have the stoners, you know. So it is my pleasure to. Yes, it's my pleasure to authorize the Commissioner for Agriculture to distribute these treasures to deserving farmers already shortlisted for this. Thank you very much. This farming season to help improve their yield. This is in addition to the highly subsidized cost of fertilizer, so that will not be a problem. And the fertilizer we are using is the one that is that has been tested for Anambra soil, so it's not going to cause any soil damage. So I am delighted to be presenting some of this. This is a sample, you know. APGA, APGA, Onyaya na 1 year, Kokoroko, Wadalono.
Over. This event is not yet over.
behalf of
Anambra farmers.
Anambra farmers and India Anambra to say a very big thank you to you for making our time to come and flag up the 2019 farmers season. Your Excellency, what you are doing in agriculture is so great that you have transformed Anambra State from not just only being the light of the nation, but also being the food basket of the nation. Your Excellency, it is in this your era that Anambra State, farmers of Anambra State, understands that there is no season in farming. Anambra farmers can farm from January to December because you provided all the platforms to enable them to do so. These platforms you provided in things like irrigation, IMM, Anambra East and West, Orumba, Indiaba, Anambra North and Oka North and South, and other local governments that are into agriculture. You provided irrigation projects for them that enables them to cultivate from January to December. Thereby telling farmers there is no season of cultivation. You can cultivate anytime. Your Excellency, it is in this your administration that you recorded a great input in food crop exports. It is an administration that Ogo can be exported, and Anambra people are making great money through Nigeria from it. It is this administration giving the women export to Nigeria and other food crops in Anambra State. Your Excellency, it done so well. It is also in this your administration that we noticed or witnessed big agricultural firms like Oscar Farm, Excel Farm, John Agro Industry, the Dell farms and the rest of them. The most important thing about these big firms is that when they come, not only that you attracted them, but wherever they are, their presence in that area brings in other sets of development. Like in Ayamegu where I'm from, the emergence of a construction farm in Anambra has led to the building of the road that leads to that farm. Also is other places like the Dell farm. Traveling from Oka here to the Dell farm is all well lit because we have the Dell farm there. Well, thank you so much, Your Excellency. Your administration has taught in Anambra that agriculture is very, very sustainable. It is great to know that now a poor farmer or a farmer in the rural area can tell you the best rice seed to plant to get maximum productivity. It is because of you, because you did what we digitalized agriculture in Anambra State. We brought in a set of researchers in the Ministry of Agriculture that research on the soil, research on the crop, research on the seeds. A farmer in rural area can tell you the best cassava stem to be planted to get the best input. Your Excellency, it is also in this administration that we are now witnessing youth in agriculture. Before now, when youths are writing a exam, they will be putting law, medicine, and the rest of them. But now, the youths of Anambra are happy to be farmers because they know that farming is. Your Excellency, what you are doing today is that saying in the Bible that not just giving a child a fish, but teach a child how to fish. You have not only given the Anambra the fish, but you have also taught us how to fish. Motions and bills that all your developmental projects in Anambra will come through. Please do not hesitate to let us know. We are there for you on behalf of Anambra because that is what we have voted for. On this note, I say a very big thank you to Your Excellency on behalf of Anambra and farmers of Anambra. Thank you, Your Excellency.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Ladies and gentlemen, may we rise.
The other two very important things that we don't hear this afternoon is that we are formally flagging off the Ubo Umuaupo. That means farm for students, school children, primary and secondary. Every student or people will be allocated a portion of land in the school premises to plant veggies and what have you. And at the end of the, when the produce is ready, it will be shared into three: one to the student, one to the teacher,
the other bit to be sold to buy seedlings for them to continue. The second thing we are launching is that for the first time in a very big way, the bee production and honey making is now a booming business in Anambra State. We also formally commissioning them today to flag them off to start. Then Agricultural Society of Nigeria is also now inaugurated. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you, Your Excellency. Ladies and gentlemen, may God continue to bless His Excellency